Hello everyone, this is Frank, and I'm one of the librarians here at the McAllen Public Library. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the second son of a pastor named Martin Luther King Sr. and of a school teacher named Alberta Williams King. There's a story of how when he was a young kid, King had a friend who was white. They were close playmates. But once King began attending an elementary school for black children, the parents of the white child told King that he was not allowed to play with their son anymore as he was different from them. King told his parents about this and they explained to him the long history of the US and slavery. King was also told that it was his Christian duty to nevertheless love everyone. At the age of 15, he attended Morehouse College, the alma mater of his father and maternal grandmother. King graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Sociology in 1948 when he was 19. At Crosser Theological Seminary in Upland, Pennsylvania, King received a Bachelor of Divinity degree in 1951. King received a PhD from Boston University on Systematic Theology in 1955. King was involved in several incidents and events which involved discrimination and other violations of human rights. One of them was the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955. There was a 15-year-old student named Claudette Colvin from Montgomery who refused to give up her seat to a white man. This violated Jim Crow laws. The case was not pursued by the Birmingham African American community. Two members of the committee decided to wait until a better case arrived, as this one involved a minor. Then, on December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on the bus. These two events led to the Montgomery bus boycott, which were led by King. This boycott lasted for more than a year, and it resulted in King's house being bombed. After King was arrested for the campaign, the case went to the U.S. District Court, which resulted in Browder versus Gale, which ended racial segregation in all public buses from Montgomery. In 1957, King and other civil rights activists such as Ralph Abernathy founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, the SCLC. The SCLC was formed to conduct nonviolent protests through the influence of black churches in order to create civil rights reforms. This organization sparked the fears of FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover, who was obsessed with communists and believed that the SCLC had ties to communism. Hoover also wiretapped King and amassed compromising evidence against him. The FBI attempted to get King to renounce his leadership position by sending an infamous letter accusing him of various things and threatening to reveal reputation-shattering information if he did not take an unspecified action. King refused to cave in to these threats and continued his activism despite the dangers. After King led more marches for blacks' rights to vote, for desegregation and labor rights, the US eventually enacted the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. If you want to know more about Martin Luther King Jr., I suggest My Life with Martin Luther King Jr. by Coretta Scott King, his wife. I have added a link to the book in the description of the video and on the Facebook blurb if you're watching us on social media. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, share the video, and don't forget to leave a comment below with any questions or feedback that you may have. This is Frank, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Ad lucem.